Hello friends, so this is Gianfranco H here. Um, we are going to see one of my replays. I think this is really skillful, so you might learn something new from here. So let's see. Yeah, this is not skillful. I just found the dice roll, which means I'm gonna FTK because I opened Isolde, anti-hand trap, anti-hand trap, extender. He has no hand traps. So let me tell you how this should end if he doesn't scoop. So this is for interruptions. 5, 6, 7 interruptions. Probably I'm gonna read 3 or 4 cards of his hand. Yeah, I think I can read those 4 and then end on negate. So yeah, I think he knows the deck. So as soon as he realizes what I'm going to do, he scoops. Makes sense. So now in game 2, I see he's on 60 cards. I know he's on base deck. So I side in all the hand traps. I open 3, which is unfortunate because I open them with, you know, um, bricks. So does this means I can't combo? No, I can. Of course I can. If I stop him with draw and then nip, I could normal summon Ash, use this to make Hulky, summon this from hand, and put OTK on board. But of course that depends how he uses his cards. He has call by and a better call by, so that means he has 2 empty hand traps, 1 hand trap, and 2 engine. I mean, this could be also an engine if he normal summons. Anyway, let's see how he sequence. He starts with the adventure stuff. I decided to use the roll and not Ash because I think the roll gets more value as soon as you use it. I mean, the sooner you use it. Of course, if I knew he had call by, I would have used Ash because I rather resolve Droll than Ash. But he's on 60, so this was unlikely to happen. But it did happen. So I used Droll, call by. Now he's like, fine, I have my adventure token stuff, and 1 card combo. Yep, you know what Fossil Dig means? It means Carbonera. And he is like a tuner extender by itself. So he does this, he does that. Here, I realize this is the best choke point for me to use Ash Nip. Because if I let this resolve, he could summon like a Red Rose, make Fleur, get like 1 extender that gets you another extender, and he could go like more crazy. He could make Riser, then Snow, and I am not in a position to break a board, so I just had to stop him. I mean, I knew this was Dragback, so all he had was 1 card that. I mean, I thought this was a hand trap or a brick, so I said, okay, this is the best moment. I'm gonna ash this. I mean, he already normal summon, so if this is 001, he couldn't go into Auradan or summon Red Rose or whatever. So I use Ash, he next, I nip, and he passes. He has 1 interruption. We have no access to Isolde. Well, I'm lying. I could have Isolde, and that was my game plan. After a little bit of thinking, I decided to summon Gemba, to then summon Lady, to then make Isolde, to get follow up. Maybe summon like a Renault or an Ogier DDR, summon back Gearfried. I think that would have been a really good play. I mean, that was a big ass token. But if I had this Isolde, um, Gearfried, maybe this and Ogier into Unicorn. Then I had Isolde, this um, Unicorn. That would have been 38, 68, 73, 76. Wow, That was almost OTK. But of course he's going to negate my Hulky. So that didn't happen. So here I am like, okay, I could or lose or not. This doesn't mean a negate because he already has the negate on the graveyard. So this is just extenders with no value because this doesn't get him a tuner. So I'm like, you know what? Let's wait. Let's wait. He might use Draco back, and then I will use Hulky. And yeah, he does that. Of course, I'm gonna get my follow-up here. He could have ashed my follow-up, but then he wouldn't have also any play, just attack and pass. And at that point, in my turn, I could like, well, I also didn't have a play, but I have a top deck. Any warrior gets me the win. Yep. So that happened. I mean, here I also had an interruption, like pitch my draw, summon Hulky, summon Lady, in his turn summon Riser and Mega Herald. Anyway, he decided to combo. I'm like, oh, maybe what if I let Hulky get bounced so I don't have a monster so he doesn't use Yassi. Here I thought that this was a misplay, but we keep going. No interruptions. He summoned Mermer. He thinks a lot here because he's really trying to push for game, but he realized he couldn't. So he just makes some damage and then tried to set up. And what's he set up? Of course, DPE and a draw. And he drew an extender, which makes not only DPE but DPE side. Anyway, so here I resolve my Roland. Of course, I get Gifted because I know that if I get Sidelock, this is the best card I have to use. So without my top deck, I know for a fact that I can out the board because I can put Lady, equip Roland, so then I can summon Gifted and he can only pop my monster before Gifted gets on board. So he would pop like this on side, or maybe he doesn't want this to get steal from Gifted, so maybe just this on side. And then I will Gifted clear the board. Yep. So let's see what my top deck is. During that, yeah, this is really nice. So I think this is too valuable for me to use it right away because this could be Renard, a double extender. So we continue. We did the play that I told you about. Threaten the Gearfried with an equivalent field, so he has to chain further. Here, he thought about what to pop. You know why? Because he's thinking, well, maybe side is not useful because the last turn he didn't even make Isolde, so he probably only have Gearfried and maybe a top deck. But even if the top deck is one card combo like Connector, he already normal summon, so it doesn't make sense for me to side lock him. I mean, he also used already the Haki and he is playing one because every Infernoble player plays one, not two. So he decided to not side lock me. And I don't wanna spoil you anymore. Just see what happens. Yep, yeah, I made sold. I get red layer, but I don't need him. I use my double DDR to make Charles and then make Gearfried, and that is game. Yeah, he quits. Because, yeah, I'm gonna steal this and then attack for game. Because he is on 6k. Easy peasy. Never underestimate the power of the grind game of an Infernoble player. Even without Aurora. See you later.